So Pairtree started working with Riverine Plains about 2 years ago, and what that was really around was firstly having a look at how all the weather station data that they had, what that accuracy was, and aligning that to some Bureau of Meteorology data. What we found was that there was a few different options to actually build the accuracy and confirm, that weather stations are providing good quality data for both Riverine Plains and also their farmers. And then we moved into what was called the Robust Weather Station Network, which was really a collaboration between Riverine Plains, FarmLink, Holbrook Landcare, Birch Cropping Group, Central West Farming Systems, as well as AgVic and New South Wales DPI. And all of those different weather stations, there was about 100 different weather stations across New South Wales and Victoria, were all put together on one page. Now, what was unique was that there was a number of different providers of weather station providers there, and also soil probes. And what that gave was growers the ability to look across the region and see where their various farms are and know when it was right to spray, what the spray conditions were, what the fire danger index was, and a whole range of other production constraints for grain growers across that southern New South Wales and Victoria footprint. So when Pairtree started to help Riverine Plains with a robust network, what we're trying to overcome was really understanding an easy way to look at soil moisture. And one of those things was looking at soil moisture now compared to last year, and then also having a look at how it was last month. So what that is for growers is, am I taking moisture out of the bank, or is it actually building so that I can actually bring a strong crop home? And where that's really important is about input management. So farmers with their margin squeeze at the moment are really struggling with when to time chemicals or fertilisers to be put on during the end of the crop to make sure they're profitable. And that soil moisture is a key indicator of whether they can actually put more fertiliser on or inputs to make sure that they can either build protein or tonnage. Some of the key learnings from the Riverine Plains Robust project was really about understanding how actually growers look at data. And so growers are very busy, so they don't actually have time to actually be pouring through what is information from a general soil probe. So what we actually worked through with the team was actually to create some visuals that actually immediately allow them to see whether the tank is full or empty and where it was at this time last year, and so that they can think about how they treated the crop last year to what they need to do this year, put more or less on to get a same or better result. By having access to the robust weather station network that Riverine Plains has created, really creates an opportunity, because there's weather that is forecast, there's weather that is interpolated, which means that it's guessed by the Bureau of Meteorology in a 5-kilometre grid. And so where this Mesonet weather station group comes into its own is this is accurate data that is actually happening on a farm near you or on your farm. And what that really provides is the ability to actually make strong decisions rather than having guesstimates of what may have happened. Rain really fluctuates across the catchment, and so trying to make a decision on whether there has been 50 mils or 30 mils could actually make a big difference in actually what you actually apply for inputs going into the end of the season if it's actually starting to tighten up. So when you have soil probe data and also weather station data, they're the two key components to really thinking about input management. But the third and most critical piece is actually starting to get what your farm management software or your farm plan is for the season, pulling it together. So when you get the big three, weather, soil and farm management data, that's really where you can start to firstly understand how to control inputs and remain profitable, and sharing that data to your agronomists or into a grower group and benchmarking is really important. But on the flip side of that, you actually want to be able to get the as applied data, what your actual activities are. And if farmers can actually work to actually accurately record how much fertiliser, how much spray, what their livestock weights are and all that, and put that in, that's really where Pairtree can start putting that together and really packaging it up for emissions, market access, a number of other sort of productivity type approaches.